What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Tesla. Welcome to Tesla earnings day. I guess That's not really a thing. Anyways, today's Tesla earnings. So Tesla reports after the bell, as I said in my vlog from yesterday. So obviously, sometime between 4 to 4:30 ish is typically when they report. The conference call is at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we got both of those in the lineup for today. Be curious to see what the stock does. As I mentioned yesterday, I think margins is going to be probably the most important metric, but obviously everybody else is going to look at profitability, revenue, all that stuff. How much money are they generating on this crazy amount of deliveries from these Model 3s? Because a lot of the bears are saying that, well, they're lowering the price of these Model 3s, they're not making any money on them. So seeing where the revenue comes in, if they're profitable, and what the margins are, looking at those three together, that's going to probably determine how the stock trades for the afternoon and tomorrow and the rest of the week. So should definitely be an interesting earnings day, just because record deliveries, but I'm very curious to see margins and how the revenue comes in with those record Q2 delivery numbers that we've already seen. So 95,200 deliveries, but what's the revenue on that? All right, so I haven't driven to work in like a little over a week, and well, now I'm remembering why. My window doesn't go down still, so luckily no one is behind me, but we gotta open the door to get a ticket. This is gonna be awkward. Oh, right, there we go. Yeah. It's not pleasant. It's definitely not pleasant when you got to park in a parking garage and actually put your window down. But other than that, I mean, the car is fantastic. It's really better than ever, I would say. Notably because, well, I have a brand new drive unit in here. Got a brand new center touchscreen, which looks fantastic. The greens are greener, the yellows are yellower, the reds are redder. The color is just so vibrant. I love it. But the driver door window / mirror adjustment panel buttons do not work still. So my service appointment is until like August 5th or something. It's a ways away. If we can't, that's just how it is. Anyways, earnings coming soon. Stay tuned. Like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. I don't know. Pretty soon though. All right, we are finally off work. However, it is 4:27. Well, I had to stop to like prepay, because I don't want to. Well, you know, my window doesn't work. I don't want to have to worry about paying and opening my door. Anyways, Tesla hasn't reported earnings yet, so I think they typically come out around 4:30. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing it. I think they can technically release whenever they want, but usually there's like a typical time when they get released at. Or at least some companies sort of have like a schedule, like 4:15, 4:05, you know, sometimes within the first 5 minutes. Either way, they hadn't come out yet as of the time that I left to come down to the garage. So yeah, no word yet. But they were up like 5 points today, so I'll take it. Anyways, we got to get out of the garage. I'm not going to do a time lapse this time, because I guess some people don't like seeing 2 garage time lapses, but I just only have so many time lapses. You know, I mean, don't you guys like seeing music and like sped up driving and slowed down driving and all that stuff? Because I do. I almost forgot. Yes, my seatbelt is off because, well, as you guys know, my window's still not working. So we're yeah, there's a car behind me. That's embarrassing. Gotta buckle back up. But we're good. Let's roll. Wait for it. Never gets old, guys. It never gets old. Anyways, this is exactly why I like Tesla stock, because the cars are fantastic. There's nothing really not to I mean, I've had my fair share of issues. I bought an older car. It's all good though, because if you buy through Tesla, you get the warranty and everything's covered. So like, either you know that going into it, or you get a newer car, and the newer cars don't have all these issues, because, well, they're replacing the parts that have gone bad in my car with the newer car parts, because they've been able to iterate on those parts, make them better, make them stronger, make them last longer, fix problems that they didn't think of at the first time around. So I will just say, if you're buying a newer car, ideally there shouldn't be as many issues.
All right, so obviously we have the web browser on my Tesla, so we're looking up some after hours trading right now. It still hasn't released earnings. If it has, the stock's clearly not moving. As you can see, after hours as of 4:39 p.m., the stock is basically flat. You can see it closed up 4.7 points today, but after hours it's down like 38 cents, so that's basically insignificant. So yeah, as of right now, I guess earnings still aren't out, so I don't know what time they're going to release, but hopefully by the time I get home, because I have a 55-minute drive ahead of me for 20 miles. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's not looking good, guys. So I just got a CNBC notification on my phone. Tesla reports a loss of like over $1 per share on expected loss of like, I don't know, 39 cents, 40 some cents a share. So needless to say, I don't think margins were very good. So we'll have to see how the stock's reacting when I get home. I'm assuming it's going to get crushed. Yep. So they're down about 25 points, a little over 9%, about 9.5% to just under $240. They're obviously closed at around $265. Yeah, needless to say, they're getting crushed. As we know, record deliveries, but the way they got to record deliveries was obviously selling Model 3s. I mean, they're cranking out Model 3s like 700 to 1,000 of those cars a week. So if people are buying those cars, there's going to be less margin on those cars. They're not as expensive, obviously, as the Model S and X. Also, Model X and S sales decreased slightly. So yes, that's what happened. But the key still is, I don't know if margins were released in those numbers specifically, if the margin is derived from those numbers, or if they give margins on the conference call. I'll have to look into that, and hopefully I'll get to that later in this video. But yes, the stock's getting crushed right now. The conference call is in about an hour and 12 minutes, 6:30 p.m. So hasn't happened yet. I don't know if I'll be able to talk about the conference call in this video just because of timing of things tonight. But irregardless, let me get home. I gotta wash my car real quick, and then I'll just go over the numbers real quick. Alright guys, we finally got the facts and figures. I'm just going to read it off, rattle it off, end this vlog, get it over with, but here we go. Alright, so they reported a net loss of $408 million, so that's a net loss of $231 per share. So this is an improvement from $306 loss they reported in Q2 of 2018, so last year. They reported revenue of $6.3 billion for the second quarter, which is also a notable improvement from Q2 2018, where they only showed revenue of $4 billion. Cash balance. So cash balance is actually at a new high, so that's good. However, they did just do a raise in May, so their cash balance is now sitting at $5 billion in cash and cash equivalents. So that's good though, because they're getting ready to expand, launch the Gigafactory, Model 3, Model Y production, all that stuff. So you need cash on hand for those things. Last, the Model 3, I think I misspoke earlier, it's reached a sustained production rate of 7,000 vehicles per week, aiming to hit a production rate of 10,000 Model 3s per week at the end of 2019. So that seems like a lot. Nope, I guess that's right. All right, so interestingly, right here, when we were talking about margins earlier, so the ASP, average selling price of the Model 3, was actually approximately $50,000, which is on the upper end. So right now, the Model 3 Performance, I think, is $55,000. So to be selling at $50,000, that means people are opting for the longer range batteries and just more options on their Model 3. So that is good, but apparently the revenue and the earnings just came a little shy of estimates. Gigafactory 3 in Shanghai, progressing at an incredibly rapid... Oh, by the way, I'm using TSLA, another Tesla source of news for this stuff. Anyways, Gigafactory 3 is progressing at a good, rapid pace. Basically, there's going to be a lot of Model 3, Model Y production. Yeah,
So anyways, moving on. Guidance. So they've actually maintained guidance of 360 to 400,000 vehicles for the entire year. That's good, and obviously very bold on Tesla's part to not decrease. Auto gross margin at about 19% in spite of reductions in vehicles' average selling price and lower regulatory credit revenue. So I think people are looking for higher margins going forward, but as they continue to bring down prices, get the Gigafactory rolled out in China, any ways to decrease prices on cars, they get more margin, they get more, not necessarily more revenue, but they make more off of each dollar that they get. If they can decrease those costs, they obviously have better bottom line, meaning their earnings go up. So yeah, that's what you have to look for going forward. Anyways, that's going to be it for today. So if you're enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe. Sorry to bore you guys, but anyways, thanks for watching.